Hey everybody, this is John Pagano, Historical Interpretation Supervisor at Henricus Historical Park. Today I'm going to bring to you the idea that tobacco, not just being used for recreational use in Europe in the 16th and 17th century, tobacco is also going to be used as a medical treatment. And that might seem counterintuitive or productive to us modern audiences, but it really began with the Spanish Empire, who, of course, as we know, after Columbus came to the New World. They're going to encounter native tribes, and those tribes are going to be using tobacco for all kinds of medical uses. They're going to use it in smoke form, paste, powders, all these different things. And so the Spanish are going to write down that this is kind of neat stuff. Maybe we should try it out. And what you're going to find is that the Spanish are going to cultivate their own tobacco and bring it back to their markets. And the Spanish Empire will, of course, disperse this tobacco to Europe. The English are going to catch on. So in many places in Europe, including England, it wouldn't be uncommon for physicians, apothecarists, to procure this tobacco, and they're going to prescribe it. They're going to give it as a treatment to families, both for children and adults. If you had something wrong with your body, anything from headaches to earaches to all kinds of ailments, they're just going to throw tobacco at you and tell you to drink your tobacco or smoke it. And it's curious because it goes back to even the medical theories of the time, based off the humors of the body, which are the liquids, the biles, the bloods, certainly, and phlegm. Phlegm's the big one, because most people today can relate to when they have, whether it's a cold or bronchitis or pneumonia, that they feel this heavy congestion. That's the fluid that builds up. And in this time period, they believe that if the humors, those liquids, were off balance, not proper, you have to counter it and get the balance back. So what better way than when your phlegm in your chest is drowning you than to combine this tobacco with fire, make it into a smoke. That smoke gets inhaled or drank into your lungs. And that smoke, which is warm and dry, will reduce the phlegm. It will knock away that extra fluid that's in your lungs. So that made sense to them back then. So when you're looking at whether it's the Spanish or the French or the English or Indians using tobacco, if you were in Elizabethan or Jacobean England and your physician prescribed this tobacco for you, it made sense. Maybe not to us today. So if you just look at it, yeah, tobacco is like the Mucinex of the 17th century. But physicians will ultimately catch up to this, and they will debate each other. It's even going to go to King James of England. King James I will write a book called Counterblast to Tobacco. In there, he will cite that it's not good for your lungs, your eyes, your nose, your whole system, your skin. He's kind of ahead of his time, really. But he's going to insist that to be good Englishmen, you need to resist tobacco, because tobacco is used by the Indians, by the Spaniards, by all these people that English people shouldn't really be following. So he considered it an act of patriotism if English people reject tobacco. Now, I want you to think about that, because that was in 1604. Now, if you think about it as Virginia colony, what would you know John Rolfe and his tobacco crop? We know that Virginia's economy will successfully grow by tobacco. So if you're King James, what would you do? Say yes or no to the Virginia colony's tobacco. Thanks for watching.